All right, in this YouTube video, we'll be discussing radar detectors. What is it? Is it worth it? All right, to answer your question, it is worth it. Purchase it. It helps you get out of speeding tickets on the highway, from speed traps, from like those like picture speed traps and whatnot, where it like takes a picture of your license plate and you'll get a ticket in it like a month later. And it also tells you where the red light cameras are. All right. All right, now moving forward, to people that have a radar detector now, but don't know what the hell to make of it. All right, I'll tell you what it is. It all comes down to 4 frequencies, okay? X band, K band, KA band, and the 4th one is a holy fuck, no way, pop laser. Now, why do I say holy fuck, pop laser? Is a cop will if a cop pop and lasers you at that point, it's not a cautionary thing. It's them it's pretty much an alert that you're fucked, right? And I'll explain to you why. If you're if you're driving down the highway and you get popped lasered, you already got a ticket. There's no if buts what's about it. You're getting a ticket, because that cop literally freaking got your readout on your speed from line of sight. Okay, he visually saw you speeding, and yeah, there's try-hard cops out there. When it usually rains or if it snows, they'll be in their car and they'll have their KA band on, and that's when you'll get the reading. Like, you get 7 bars here, and there's like an arrow here. So if it's in front of you, it'll tell you it's in front of you, and it'll be 1 bar. And the closer you get, the more bars there will be, but there'll be ultimately 7 bars. And it'll give you a forewarning, like you're speeding and the cop has their KA band on because it's raining, it's snowing, whatever, it's cold outside, it's not summer, it's winter, it's like 30 degrees below, whatever the case may be. This radar detector will save you from a speeding ticket, because it will ring out KA band. It'll tell you how close you are from them and what direction it's coming from, so it'll give you plenty of time to slow down, okay? Plenty of time. You could be doing over 150 miles an hour. If you get a KA band readout, you slow down. It gives you a good enough distance for you to slow down. Now, why do I say if you get popped or lasered, why are you screwed? And I'll explain to you. Because you were already doing 150 miles an hour. You had no clue the cop was out there. But what the cop was doing was he was outside his car with the radar gun on, like a telescope, and like seeing you speed, and him like pointing his sights at you and pulling the trigger. At that point, you're screwed, okay? And you're gonna get a ticket. Now, how do you get yourself more protection? Now we're going from radar detectors to laser jammers. Radar jammers, laser jammers, radar jammers, whatever the hell you want to call it. That's actually more expensive. That goes into the to the hood of your car, like your grill, and to the rear of your car. Okay, that's there for situations like that. So if you do get popped and lasered and you're doing, whatever X amount of speed you're going, it gives you plenty of time to slam on the brakes, because the radar jammer will jam the cop's freaking, laser detector and laser gun, and it'll render it ineffective. You have to slam on the brakes, because if it hits you on the side, you're screwed. You got to be able to slow down as you pass him.
I'm having trouble hearing you.
My iWatch is going possessed. But yeah, so that is why people have radar detectors, and also have it with radar jammers. Laser jammers, radar jammers. That's a whole rundown on it. I have the Escort Passport Max 360. There is a 360C, that's for Charlie. They have the Redline. They have the Redline 360. Let me give you a look of it. It's what it looks like. Hold on. So, as you can see, there's this little sensor that gets the readout, and the whole sensor in the back is the sensor in the back. But yeah, hold on, let's see. Let's open this light. Not sure if you could see, but yeah, that's how it is. I personally would love to get the 360C. The only difference between the 360 and the 360C is that the 360C self-updates, where this you have to manually update. Beautiful thing. As far as the Redline, I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you if it's good or not. But my initial thought process behind the Redline was that Redline was the best. Like, even when the 360 came out, this is before the 360C came out. The 360 came out first, the 360C came out afterwards. But the Redline, the Escort Redline, the Redline detector, that was actually considered better than the 360 because it had the distance. So I guess those are like for the super speeders that do like 180, the people that freaking have like, I don't know, Lamborghinis and whatnot. So I guess they came out with it, and if they're gonna use the name Redline, then hey, listen, you know, you better, they have to keep to that same ideology to it, right? Because I knew people that were getting Redlines before they got the, you know, the 360. So that said a lot about the Redline. But all in all, I do recommend Escort passports, radar detectors, personally. I do like the Valentine radar detectors. That's like the classic. I had a Valentine V1, V2, great radar detectors. They were actually the ones that first had the arrows, and I guess their patent expired and Escort started doing it. And ever since Escort started doing it, I mean, it's more compact. It's not as bulky as the, you know, Valentine. Hey, listen, I say I like the Valentine. I mean, I said I like both, but if I had to choose, and which I did, I got myself an Escort Passport Max 360. Now, for the people that have the 360, is it worth getting an upgrade to the 360C or the Redline? Not really. That's my thought process on it. Let's see. All right, so I just want to touch up on the video. All right, so recap. Having a radar detector does not make you invincible, because there are cops out there that stand outside their vehicles and they use their radar guns like an actual gun, and they pull the trigger when they see a car speeding. So if you don't have a radar jammer or a laser shifter, you're screwed. And even if you do have a laser shifter or a radar jammer, you need to slam on the brakes, because it's usually installed in the front of your grille and in the back of your in the back of your bumper. And if you don't slow down for him, you know, if he could still get a readout, because if he hits your quarter panel or your doors, the side of your car, he's gonna get a readout. So just because you have a radar jammer, laser shifter, does not, you know, give you the right to be invincible. It's not this like this sphere of, you know, like invincibility, right? Because one, the cop can guesstimate how fast you're going, and two, it only protects the front of your car and the back of your car, not the side of your car, unless you have a laser jammer on the side of your car, and that's like you just asking for trouble, right? So yeah, I want to say that. Another thing, let's just say you do have a laser detector, you have a radar detector, a laser shifter / radar jammer. You're still not invincible to getting a speeding ticket, because you could pass an unmarked car that doesn't even have the radar detector on, and you're screwed. So, yeah. Now, going back to the Escort lineup. So, when the 360 came out, the Escort Redline was still being sold, and I want to touch up on that. What I meant to say is people were opting to get the Redline over the 360 at the time because the Redline had the better performance than the 360, and that was for people that drove supercars. So, yeah. So that said a lot about the Redline, right? So the 360 was a hot seller, and despite the 360 being out, people were still buying the Escort Redline. And then the 360 came out, and the difference between the 360 over the 360 and the 360C is the body, and it self updates. Now, when the Redline 360C came out, I'm assuming that they incorporated the 360C with the Redline, because I don't think they would taint the lineage of the Redline name, right? So I'm assuming the 360C Redline is the best of the best. But then again, I may be wrong. I don't know. But all in all, I've had my Escort 360 for a very long time. About when it just came out, it never glitched on me, no problems. I am an Amazon affiliate. So that being said, I will try to put links in the description below. If there is no links, I will put the names of the products so you could search and buy it yourself. And if you don't see a link, yeah, like, comment, subscribe, support the cause. And if you see a link, use my link. That way I can make my 4% commission because I am an Amazon affiliate. Escort, if you're out there and you're watching this video, yeah, man, show some love. Send me the Escort 360C. Send me the Redline 360C. Another thing I want to touch bases on as well is that the Escort does come with, they do offer an option to purchase a dash cam, which makes it all in all neat. If you take a look at my radar detector, it's nicely installed, hardwired. It's not stock. Usually it comes with a suction cup, but mine's has a special bracket. I can't remember the name of that bracket at the top of my head, so do look at the description below, and I will put the description below of the company that manufactures this bracket. And the wire is hardwired to my rear view mirror because, as you can see, I have a compass and a garage door opener. So yeah, I'll put as many links as I can in the description below of detailed products that you see. And I'll also put in the laser shifters. Escort also makes laser jammers. They don't call them laser jammers. They call them laser shifters, quote unquote laser shifters. And those usually run about $850, and they take, you need to like install them professionally. One is set up in such a way where it is connected to your radar detector wirelessly, and there's another one that is connected wirelessly and remotely. So why would anyone buy that? Just in case you want a laser shifter / radar jammer, but want to opt out and have the flexibility of using another radar detector, right? So one is exclusively for Escort, and the other one gives you the flexibility of still having a radar jammer and, for example, using a Valentine V1 or V2. You get what I'm saying? And you always have the option to like turn it off and turn it back on. Because obviously if you're pulled over and your radar jammer's on, you know, the cop's going to be like, look at this, you know, he's freaking pulling the trigger on your vehicle, and he's like, look, there's something going on with your radar detector. Another thing I forgot to mention is most states, it's completely legal. The legality of laser jammers / shifters, you'd have to look into, and radar detectors as well. I live in Brooklyn, New York. I do know for a fact that Virginia, the state Virginia, will crucify you. They won't like actually crucify you, but they will. Yeah, they have hefty like laws against radar detectors and especially radar jammers. I think radar jammers are illegal across the board. But again, yeah, I don't know. All I know is that I'm just doing a product review, and yeah, hope you've listened to everything I've said thus far and gained a lot of knowledge from this video. Do like, do comment, do tell me what you think, and yeah, subscribe. And again, I can't help but keep repeating this. If you do see a link in the description below, please use my link. That way I can make commission. No one gets paid for free. Theoretically speaking, I'm making this video for you. So yeah. Thank you so much. Drive safe. Be safe. Take care.